Hey guys, my name is DJ, and welcome to my spoiler review for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That's right, this is my spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the film, I highly recommend you go check it out before coming back here and hearing what I have to say. So when it comes to this review, I've kind of been going back and forth ever since seeing the movie how I would approach it, because when it comes to these reviews, usually the format I have is in the beginning of the video I talk about everything I like about the movie, and then at the end of the review I talk about everything I don't like. I kind of give you the pros and the cons. However, even though there is some stuff I did not like about the movie, it's hard for me to think about critiquing the film because it's essentially a tribute movie. From all the actors, the producers, everybody who knew Chadwick Boseman, this is essentially a movie dedicated to him. So here, I'll just get the thing I did not like about this movie out of the way and then get to everything I liked about the movie, because I did really like the film. However, the one thing I didn't particularly love was a lot of the CGI effects. I feel like I've kind of complained about this a few times lately with Marvel, and I feel bad because, I mean, if you've seen Twitter, if you've seen, recent news about Marvel and their VFX teams, it's hard to put any blame on them, but there is a lot of weird CGI stuff in this movie, and a lot of the suits, in my opinion, don't look super good. I don't have a problem with really cartoony, comic booky looking suits. For instance, I loved Dr. Fate's look in the Black Adam movie. However, in this movie, I just didn't like a lot of it. Riri Williams, while I liked the character, I thought this was a pretty interesting introduction to the character. Wasn't really a big fan of her suits, her Iron Man inspired suits, but honestly, other than that, I kind of really liked everything about this movie. I thought the directing in this movie was very interesting because for a lot of the first two acts, everything is very close in, and it kind of gives you this uncomfortable, unsettling feeling, and I kind of like that. Not that it's necessarily suspenseful or horror themed or anything like that, but the entire movie is a movie about a really sad death that, impacts both people in real life and in the fictional universe of the MCU, and the whole movie is essentially about grief and people's different ways of grieving. And so to have this uncomfortable feeling, I thought it was very interesting with the close-ups in the directing. Not only that, but the sound design and the music was chef's kiss amazing. The creative sounds that they had to implement into that, scene on the road, I thought that was interesting, and I thought that was really fun. Also, really quick, I just wanted to say that I loved the fact that there was barely any comedy in this movie. I think there may have been one, maybe two jokes, but the fact that they didn't MCU-ify the movie and try to make it so, happy-go-lucky, oh no, there's bad guys, oh no, everything's comic book wackiness. This is not a movie that needed that. It was clearly a movie about heartbreak and grief and different people reacting to, again, the real-life death of Chadwick Boseman. The fact that they didn't have any, jokes or anything, I really liked. Also, doesn't it tell you something when I haven't even mentioned the characters yet? Wow, there's so much I liked about this movie. So Namor, I thought Namor was pretty cool. I liked that Namor wasn't really a bad guy. You can kind of relate Namor's, motivation and plot to Killmonger in a way. He's kind of like the underwater version of Killmonger, except he actually has this army that Killmonger was trying to get in Wakanda. But yeah, I just think Namor was pretty cool, in my opinion. The wings on the ankle, I get that's a comic book thing. It's really dumb, but it didn't feel super dumb. So the fact that Namor and his little winged feet weren't made into a joke, but rather it almost enhanced his power, in a weird way, I think that was really interesting. And I kind of would like to see them do that more. Instead of just laughing at, their weird quirks, why don't we just almost embrace them? A certain X-Men, you could say. Anyways, side tangent aside, Namor is cool. You know who else is cool? Freaking Shuri is cool. Okay, I will say, in the first Black Panther movie, wasn't sold on Shuri in the slightest. I did not like the kind of cringe jokes that she had. The what are those meme, people loved it. I hated it, personally. But Shuri in this movie, I think she stepped up to the plate very well. I mean, obviously, circumstances, she kind of had to. And I am happy to say that she is Black Panther. I can't think of anybody else who I would have wanted, other than maybe Killmonger. But that's definitely a what-if scenario more than anything. But yeah, overall, I think this movie was pretty good. It's kind of the most anti-MCU movie we've had in the MCU. And I really like that. It's definitely, juxtaposed to Thor: Love and Thunder, which is a very MCU movie. This is very much not that. It is a tribute. And I think since it is particularly a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, an icon to many, many people, I'm going to say that I'm not going to give this one a rating. I don't think it's appropriate for me to give it a rating. I've given you my thoughts, I've given you my opinions, but I can't go out of my way to give this movie a rating. Basically, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's it. But yeah, that's going to be my review for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I'd love to know what you guys thought of this movie. Did you guys outright hate this movie? Did you guys think it was a good tribute to Chadwick Boseman? What did you think of it as a movie itself? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But until next time, have a good day. Bye-bye.